Welcome back, everyone, to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to Joy Division Love Will Tear Us Apart live. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you can make it. I'm very excited to check this out. It's been a minute since I've been recording videos. I have some time on my hands right now, so I just wrote down a list of a bunch of different songs I want to try to get to. Probably way too many, but I don't care. Just going to keep going until I run out of time. So, here we go. Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name is Daniel. Here we react to music and I try to figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally. And here we're reacting to Joy Division, a group that I have never heard before, and a song called Love Will Tear Us Apart. And it says that this is a live version. It's only 3 minutes long, so relatively short. Let me pull up the lyrics real quick. Probably should have done that already, but whatever. Actually, before I pull up the lyrics, let's take a look. Who is Joy Division? What are they? They are an English rock band formed in Salford in 1976. The group consisted of vocalist Ian Curtis, guitarist and keyboardist Bernard Summer, bassist Peter Hook, and drummer Stephen Morris. Summer and Hook formed the band after attending a Sex Pistols concert. Oh, that's pretty cool. While Joy Division's first recordings were heavily influenced by early punk, they soon developed a sparse sound and style that made them one of the pioneers of the post-punk movement. That's pretty cool. Okay. Curtis suffered from some personal problems. The band's popularity grew and his condition made it increasingly difficult for him to perform. He occasionally experienced seizures on stage. He died by suicide on the eve of the band's first U.S.-Canada tour. He was only 23. Wow, that's really sad. Their second and final album, Closer, was released 2 months later. It and the single, Love Will Tear Us Apart, became their highest charting releases. The remaining members regrouped under the name New Order. They were successful throughout the next decade, blending post-punk with electronic and dance music influences. New Order. That's pretty cool. Actually, I feel like I've heard a song by New Order before, or at least one song by them. But yeah, so that's Joy Division. Name of the song is Love Will Tear Us Apart. I want the lyrics. And here we go. All right. Let's get into this. 3, 2, 1. Link to the original video, as always, will be down below in the description. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Starting it over. Just realized that made a bit of a mistake with the audio. Just turned it on. There we go. Sorry. For real. Definitely hear the punk influence there.
When cruising life's hard and ambitions are low, and resentment rides high, but emotions won't grow. And we're changing our ways, taking different roads. Then love will tear us apart again. Love will tear us apart again.
Got an interesting voice. Very deep.
Why is the bedroom so cold? Turned away on your side. Is my timing that flawed? How the feelings run dry. Yet there still is appeal that we've kept through our lives. But love will tear us apart again.
Really like the guitar.
Love will tear us apart.
Keys are awesome, too. on. Let's keep going.
If there's a taste in my mouth, as desperation takes hold. Yeah, there's something so good, just can't push it no more. But love will tear us apart again. Love will tear us apart again. Love will tear us apart again. Love will tear us apart again.
They're all so young. Wow. Drumming was awesome on that. I liked it. It was different. Change of pace. I liked it. Let me quickly refresh this. There we go. Okay. Like it. Let's see what the... Okay. The first comment is, would it be blasphemous if I said I prefer this version over the album version? I'm going to listen to the album version after I finish recording this. But, yeah. Best version of the song, hands down. Ian Curtis was a genius. These lyrics are on an almost poetic level, way beyond most other songwriters, okay? I need to read the lyrics. Okay, sorry. All right, Ian has been a romantic philosopher. He never knew about it, but he lived as a baron of lyrics and died in pain of his passions. Wow. And these comments are like almost all from 10 years ago. Go comment under this video. It looks like it's been a minute since, let's see, what's the most recent comment? When was that made? 1 month, then 2 months, then 3 months, then 4. Yeah, link in the description. Go check it out. All right. Let's take a look at the lyrics here. Now, I really like the energy of the track, but then how it, like, it mellowed out with the keys, how it kind of made it, I don't know, it was like the keys made it a little bit more poppy after that point. But at the beginning, there's like a ton of energy, and then it kind of mellows out a little bit, then it gets back into the energy, and the drums seem to be controlling a lot of that with, I guess, the tempo. And yeah, it's a great song. All right, Love Will Tear Us Apart by Joy Division. The lyrics reflect the problems in Ian Curtis's marriage to Deborah Curtis, as well as his general frame of mind leading up to his suicide. He was not faithful to his wife while touring with Joy Division. She remained at home with their child, and he had an affair with a Belgian woman. Ian fell in love with this girl, and the affair weighed heavily on him. The title is an ironic reference to Captain and Tennille's song Love Will Keep Us Together. Okay. That's pretty interesting. More broadly interpreted, the lyrics reflect the universality of the tenuous nature of all of our relationships. Many of our careers and agenda. Who wrote this? Many of our careers and agenda. Whatever. And agendas lead us into different directions away from our loved ones and often into the arms of others we find there. Certainly, the tragic story of Ian wasn't unique among musicians or among most of us. So when one hears us in this refrain, consider the term to indicate all of us, or both of us, or me from the band, or me from all of you, or all of you from me. Then love finally tore Ian apart from us after having emotionally torn him apart. On the eve of his first trip out of Europe, Deborah Curtis had the phrase "Love will tear us apart" inscribed on Curtis's memorial stone. Wow. In the book, So This Is Permanence, Ian Curtis, Joy Division's lyrics and notebooks, Deborah Curtis says that she felt angry and humiliated when she found out that that she was the subject of the song. Wow. When routine bites hard and ambitions are low, and resentment rides high but emotions won't grow, and we're changing our ways and taking different roads, then love will tear us apart. Yes, wow, that's very powerful. Wow. See, I didn't catch any of this when I was listening to it. You know, like I think I heard a couple of those words, but for the most part, I heard the chorus, and most of this was lost because I was paying a lot of attention to the riffage. Why is the bedroom so cold you've turned away on your side? Is my timing that flawed? Our respect runs so dry. Yet there's this appeal that we've kept through our lives. Love will tear us apart. Instrumental break. You cry out in your sleep, all my failings exposed. There's a taste in my mouth as desperation takes hold. Just that something so good can't function anymore. Love will tear us apart again. That's so sad. All right. So we start, routine bites hard, ambitions are low. All right, so it feels like we're stuck in a rut, in a cycle, a routine, doing the same thing over and over and over again. And you're like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. I have no drive to do this. My ambitions are low in this phase. Resentment rides high. Resenting either the job or the person or there's so many different types of resentment there. So resentment grows, but emotion doesn't. In fact, the emotions feel numbed at that point. We're changing our ways, taking different roads. When we first got together, we were, perfect for each other. But as time went on, we grow as people and discover new things that we want to do. It's not always that we grow as people either. A lot of people like to say that, we grow as people. I just think people change. Like you can grow in maturity and you can grow in certain ways, but then in stuff like your hobbies, what you want to do for a living, stuff like that is more just changing, like you get tired of something and you want to change it to something else, see what else you can experience and not get stuck experiencing the same thing over and over again. So anyway, we're changing our ways, but we've changed or evolved, however you want to say it, in such a way that it's taking us down different paths. Two roads diverged in a yellowed wood, and sorry I could not travel both. I took one, and then she, or whoever the other person is, decided to take the other road. And there's nothing we can do about it. This is the only way that we can, this is what we've chosen for ourselves. And love is tearing us apart, because we still love each other, but it's like there's a string holding us together. And as we're walking down these paths, which are going in opposite directions, it's going to snap eventually. So now it's, why is the bedroom so cold? So normally what's, when you reference the bedroom in a song, what's that supposed to mean, right? It's relatively obvious. And he's like, why is it so cold? We used to be laying side by side looking at each other. Now you've turned away. Is my timing that flawed? Our respect runs dry. So it's like there's respect for each other that's like fake now. It's almost mocking or sarcastic or sadistic, and it's like it's dry. It's not a fountain any longer. Our well has run dry. Yet there's still this appeal that we've kept through our lives. We still are like attracted to each other. It just, nothing else works. Love will tear us apart. You cry out in your sleep, all of my failings exposed. So he sees this person. He's looking over at them. They've turned away from him. And he's trying to go back to sleep. And suddenly he hears them like crying out while they're asleep. So it's like it's like the worst thing, because it's nothing that the person would say to his face. It's just like what they actually think, but would feel mean or like a jerk saying. But they're crying out. In the case of the artist himself, it would be like saying, oh, you cheated on me, or whatever it could be, whatever the case may be. And he's like, there's this taste in my mouth and I'm desperate. And it's just that we used to have something that was perfect and it doesn't function anymore. It was very powerful, actually, lyrically. I liked it a lot. All right. That's Joy Division. Love will tear us apart. Sad about Ian Curtis. Yeah, thank you all for joining me. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing if you enjoyed. And, oh look, Key of Giebs just did Paranoid Android. My dad just listened to Paranoid Android by Radiohead for the first time. And I've never heard any of OK Computer before. I've really, like, only heard Creep. And I eventually want to do OK Computer because, like, yeah, I want to. I just did a bunch of albums, though, so it might be a minute before I get to it. You know, then there's other albums I want to do, too, but, you know, we'll see when we get to it. But I am excited to check that out when I get a chance to. Okay, thank you for joining me. I'll see you all soon. Deathstroke 9, out. We are Legion. Stay tuned for more videos. And, yeah. Sometimes love does tear people apart, but we must move forward. Constantly changing and evolving in a positive way, if we can. I don't know. See you soon.